Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm very excited because we are doing a review of these two new palettes from Pat McGrath. These are the 5-pin, is it 5 or 6? I'm pretty sure it's 5. This is the Celestial Nirvana eyeshadow palette, the Nude Allure, and the Bronze Bliss. Now, this is part of her holiday collection, and she's kind of dropping holiday collections here and there, and I'm not loving that. I want to see all of it, get it all at once. But I've already done a review on the big palette that she came out with. It's this one right here. Very colorful. I'll link it down below. Maybe I won't because I always forget, but I've done 6 looks actually with that palette. And now she came out with these. Now this, I'm much more excited than the big palette just because these are more, I'll show you, just a little bit more neutral, and I'm such a neutral girl, and it seems like they're very foiled. And I also really like the fact that these are smaller. So this is the packaging that we have right here. I like that they're kind of small. Let's put the big one next to it so you can kind of see that it's significantly smaller, which I'm very glad. And this is the inside right here. Ooh. This I like this. And then the other one. Wait, let me do a proper close-up. I already ruined one. Of course I did. Right there. You know, today's kind of a weird day. Like, my camera literally just shuts off in the middle of me recording, and I have to stop the whole recording, go back. This is my 3rd time doing that. And now I'm stabbing my eyeshadows. Anyway, the looks will turn out great, I have a feeling. So these are the 2 palettes. I'm very excited about the top one. Even when I saw it in the promo pictures, I was very excited about the top one. So I'm actually gonna do just some live swatches right here so we can see. Let's start with this one that I've already literally gotten dirty. This one is the Nude Allure. Let's take this one. Okay, this looks nice and creamy. It definitely has, you know, it gets a little bit messy, but that's okay. And then we're gonna put this one up here. Ooh, that's nice. That is really nice, very reflective. Next one is this matte, and it's a very creamy and almost velvety. So let's see. That is the matte. Ooh, that looks like a really beautiful matte. It seems like it's even creamier than the formula in the other, the Celestial Nirvana, the big one. Next one is this peachy color. Okay, I made a big old mess. This is extremely soft, so don't rub your finger like I just did. So this is the 3rd one. And it's beautiful. I'm gonna spread it out a little bit. I really struggle with doing swatches like this. I feel like I need to see the product. So this has a name, wait. That is Coral Kiss. Plum Eclipse. Plum Eclipse is still soft, but it's not as soft as that peach one. Let's do it right there. Keeps going. Ooh, yes. That's very smooth. And then the last one is Naked Bronze right here. And I'm actually quite excited about this color. So those are the swatches. And, you know, I think they swatch really well. But it's not that I'm not liking it. I'm just not excited about these colors. I think they're pretty, don't get me wrong, but I think I've seen from Pat McGrath so many that are like this that it doesn't get me as excited as this. So let's swatch this with my left arm. Oh boy. Let's start with this one right here. This is still crumbly, but it's not as bad. Okay. that is nice and bright. Definitely more bronzy than this one. Next one is the dark, the black color right there. And this one's nice and it feels velvety. Oops, I put in the wrong one. So let's see how that swatches. Awful, of course. I did smooth it out just a little bit with my finger, but that doesn't swatch great, but that doesn't mean pretty much anything to me. Okay, I'm really excited about this middle color, and I'll be actually gentle. Yes, oh my gosh, it feels like cream. Oh, look at that. I'm so excited. Let's see. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my Lord. Yes, this is the color I've been so excited about. I've seen it on, you know, the promo pictures. I've seen people using it too. I try not to look at many reviews beforehand, but mine were kind of late and I just couldn't help myself. Next one is this bronzy color right here. It looks like a beautiful undertone. Oh yes, that is a very deep but stunning. And then the last one is this one right here. And these are the swatches. I think this palette excites me much more than this palette. Let me make that last swatch just a little bit better. And these are the swatches. Comparing them. Obviously this one, it's more cool tone, neutral cool tone bronzy, and this is pink. I'm very excited about this one, but we're gonna try them both. So let's do that. So obviously in these you get one matte and everything else is shimmer. So I kind of want to do 2 looks with each palette. That way I can really showcase the shimmers, because I think the shimmers, you should use them kind of on their own. I probably wouldn't go and use every single shimmer all over my eye, because I don't think that's going to be a pretty look overall. So I'm going to do 2 looks with each palette. Of course, we're going to start with this matte right here. And I'm going to put this in my crease. These seem very pigmented, and they are. This is very smooth. Wow, blends in super easy, and it's a very pigmented. It's even more pigmented than I expected. That took me absolutely no time to blend this color in. I think it's really, really beautiful. Okay, so I think I'm going to take the peach one, and let's see how the peach goes all over the lid. I'm taking my finger, of course. I always use my finger. I bet we're going to have so much fallout. Maybe I should use a little towel or something. Okay, that peach is really beautiful. It has some dimension, some gold sparkles, but they're smooth. They're not too intense like her special shades. This is not quite like that. And I actually appreciate this because I think it looks really pretty. Next, I'm going to take this darker color, this bronzier color, and I think I want to put it on the outer area, almost like a shadow. It's not super intense, I mean deep, but I think it blends in really pretty. I'm going to take a brush. I'm taking this BK Beauty 501 from Angie Hot and Flashy, taking a little bit of that same color and building up this outer corner a little bit, feathering it in. In the inner corner, I'm going to take this color right here, the lightest one, on this brush. Make sure I tap it and brighten up that inner corner. Wow, that is quite pink. I feel like it's clashing a little bit with my peach, but we'll make it work. Take a little bit more of the peach on my finger and blend that in. Actually, I'm going to take the other side of the brush that I use for the lightest shade. Take the peach color and bring it in kind of all the way. And I'm switching the brush on the other side, like flipping it around And just blending those two colors together. I kind of feel like the bronze color and the peach, there's not enough difference on the eye. Like it kind of blends into each other, even though, you know, they're different on hand. But when you only have like 5 shadows, I wish there was a bigger difference between those two colors. Yes, it kind of gave me a little bit of shadow at the end, but just not enough. Taking the matte color, and I'm gonna put it right under here. Now I think this color is beautiful because you can really blend it out and make it softer, or you can really build it up. I'm actually gonna take like just an angled brush and build it up as a liner, because I think you can build it up a little bit more and have it slightly more intense. Okay, on the lower lash line, I think I'm gonna stick with a bronzy color. I really like that color, and pack it on this small brush. Now these are very crumbly, so just be aware of that because they're so soft and pigmented. They are quite crumbly. I'm gonna leave it here. It's quite easy, fast. I'm gonna put mascara and show you the finished look, and then I'm gonna do another look focusing on this color. So this is the finished look, and I think it's really pretty. I think it's has dimension to the eye, but it's not too obnoxious, too in your face. The shimmer is very soft and it is a very smooth. I think it's a little bit different than her previous formulas because I think it looks just a little bit smoother on the eye. It doesn't have that chunky glitter, and yeah, I think it's a pretty basic color story from her, but I do like the option of having these in smaller packaging rather than like this big packaging from her. So moving on to the next one, I'm pretty much gonna do similar to what I did here, just use, you know, this color right here, or maybe we should do a halo eye. Maybe we'll do that. Let's see. Start here at the end. This matte color actually blends in surprisingly well. I'm actually very impressed with that matte. Do it right here in the inner corner. Probably a smaller brush would be more helpful. I'll do that. And then once I applied the color, I'll go with a fluffy brush to make sure those edges are blended out. In the center, I'm going to take this one and put it right here. That's the thing, is I would probably do my eyes first if I were you. I intentionally didn't do that because I wanted to see kind of how much fallout there is. And it just looks better on camera. But I would absolutely suggest you don't do what I did. Just do your eyes first. I actually absolutely love that color. I think it's nice and deeper and smokier. And I like the mauviness because it's not too bright, but it gives a nice effect. I really like that color. I will take on the inner quarter this light color right here. Make sure it's the right part of the brush, and just brightening this up. I don't want to bring it in too much, but blending it. On the lower lash line, I'm taking the same color and smoking out the lower lash line quite a bit. And then taking again that purple and smudging it. I feel like this look works just like that. I kind of want to put a little bit of this just to try this color a little bit more. I may regret it, but I just do it. I'll take a little bit of this and add it right here, connecting those two. See if I like it. It's fine. Probably liked it a little bit before, but let's try a little bit all the colors. Take back that purple and intensify it and blend it into that color. I'm actually going to take a smaller brush. This is a BK Beauty 205. By the way, BK Beauty has 20% off sale, I think. I hope it's still going on. And I'm taking that just to intensify this look. Add a little bit of that and then blending out. I feel like this look could use some nice lashes, but I will smudge some black liner because I think that will really make it prettier and it'll make it look more finished. Right now it's just kind of everywhere, but once you add a little bit of the black liner, I will smudge it out like I said, and then a little bit of, well, a lot of mascara. I think this is going to be a really nice smoky look. Okay, I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. So I finished the looks and I love this look so much. I love the smokiness, the depth that it has, and that it's still purpley without it being just too much. I really love this look, and you can see that you could do two very different looks within this one palette. I don't think you can do much more than this. You could probably just do, you know, these two, very simple, very bright, or like this one and this one, and have more of a bronzy smoke, but I don't think they're gonna be extremely different. But yeah, one is definitely super smoky, and then this one is a little softer. I have to say I'm quite impressed. I like this palette more than I thought I would. I almost didn't purchase it, but there was a bundle and I was like, might as well just get it. And I actually love this purple, that like just the purple and the bronzy in this. I think it's just beautiful. All right, my friends, let's move on to this beautiful palette. I don't know why I'm so excited about this palette. I think that just these like shimmers, I feel like you could actually do 3 looks with this palette too. Okay, let's get started. So the one thing about this palette is that you have one black matte color, and that's your only matte color. So that can be quite intimidating to a lot of people. So there's 2 ways I'm going to use the black. I'm going to use it kind of in my crease, and then I'm going to use it more as a smudge to smudge on the lash line, and then use the shimmer just kind of on one and done kind of color. So first we're going to go in my crease. Actually, let me change this brush. This is a little bit too thin and pointed. I am taking a rougher number 1, and it's just a little fluffier, so that picks up quite a lot. You can even take some off, and then I'm going to start building up the color in the outer corner and in my crease. I have looked at some reviews of this palette, and I think a lot of people I saw putting so much in the beginning, and that's probably because we didn't expect this color to be this pigmented, but I think that can be quite intimidating and hard to blend out. But if you add a little bit, like what I'm doing right now, obviously the color is a little bit like it's faded out, but it's easier to work with. Even so, like I feel like it applies a lot of product. It blends in really nicely. I'm gonna smudge this out or blend this out with a clean fluffy brush, and I'm slowly building up this color in the outer area, outer corner I mean. I always work with 2 different brushes at all times. One that's clean, that blends out the product, and then another one that has the product on. So I'm going to stop here and then probably build up the color a little bit more in just after. So I'm going to use definitely this color like smack in the middle, but I do want to use a different one on the outer area. So I'm going to take a little bit of all of them and just kind of assess what I have here. I think I'm going to use these 2. I think this one could go by itself. Yeah, let's do that. So first I'm going to take my finger and take this color. I honestly see this all over the lid. I think that would be an absolutely stunning color because it's deeper and smokier, and Oh, that's so pretty. I knew there was a good reason why I was excited about this palette. Just the tones of this is perfect. Okay, I'm trying to find a clean brush. This will do. Just blending those edges, taking a little bit more of that color and slowly tapping it wherever I want it. Then you could even go with your finger or with a black little blender brush just to clean those edges. Now let's take this color. If it'll stay open. It's so creamy. It literally feels like a cream. I'm gonna put this. Wow. I mean, I don't even know how my light will pick this up because it's so shiny and intense. Holy smokes. That is a lot. Okay, I'm taking my other brush in whatever it was left. I'm blending it in. I'm actually gonna kind of go back and forth between these two colors to, you know, blend in this color. And now I'm taking the black a little bit more, intensifying the outer corner even more. Slowly. And add just where you need it. So I'm taking this light one and brightening up this inner corner. Oh, even this one's quite textury and has a lot of pigment. It's nice. I like it. All right, so what I'm gonna do, actually, let's work a little bit on the lower lash line, taking that black with this BK Beauty 207, taking a little bit off and then smudging this out. And I am, like, you know, smudging it quite a bit because this is gonna be a nice smoky look. And then I'm trying to decide what I want on the lower lash line. I think I want this one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take that on my pinky just a tiny bit and just smudging that in the center and kind of everywhere. And I don't know if I want to bring that bright under the eyes. Maybe this inner corner, there's a hair. I may take this one and bring it on the lower lash line right here and see how I like it. I do want to take just like this kind of brush. This is Zoeva 322, and I want to take this black and smudge it on my lower lash, not lower lash line, just on the lash line. I do think I want to bring that bright color on the lower lash line a little bit, so I'm taking just a smidge of it and I'm gonna add it slowly because it's so intense. And then I'm gonna take my brush, take it all off and just blend it in. Yeah, I think I like that. I have fallout. I'm gonna go clean up everything, probably smudge a little bit more black on my lash line, ton of mascara. If you have lashes, that would be wonderful. I'm not gonna put lashes though because yeah, I don't ever wear lashes. And I will show you the finished look. So this is an intense smoky eye. It has a ton of color and shift to it. And I think if you put fake lashes on this, it will look absolutely stunning. But this is me with, you know, just trying to put a ton of mascara on and make it work. But I think the look is beautiful, super intense. And, you know, it's crazy that, you know, I'm able to get such an intense look from this palette. I wasn't surprised. It's just kind of cool to have a smaller palette and you don't need this like big old palette to create, you know, such a fun, intense look. But yeah, this is the third look with these palettes. Well, I guess it's the first look with this bronze palette. And then we're gonna move on to something less intense. I think I'm gonna try to focus on the brown colors right here because this one, this is, I mean, guys, this is like so intense and it does have a green shift to it. So it's kind of taking over. So I'm going to focus on this eye more on the brown colors. And I'm actually going to go straight with my finger into this color right here and put it all over the lid. I'm not going to go with a black in my crease. If you have an option, just use your bronzer and put it in your crease. And then I just want to show you guys some, you know, other options than with the black all over the lid. Because this, I can see it being quite, you know, wearable with this brown here. So this is a softer brown, super pretty, and it has more warmth to it because the other colors are quite cool toned. I'm building this color here, taking it all the way in my crease, and I'm actually going to take a clean brush, this Refer 207, and I'm taking this color right here, the bronzy color, and I'm just gonna work it in my crease a little bit. Yes, it's shimmer, but you can work with the shimmers in your crease as well. That is a really, let's cover this eye. Maybe I should have done this eye like on this side. Also, my lashes are better on this side. My bad. Okay, so I actually really like that color. Should I mix it with a little bit of the bronzy? Yeah, I'm going to take a little bit of this deeper bronzy color and putting it on this outer area. And I always use two fingers, one with one color, one with the other, so I can go back and forth and mix those colors in. Because layering products will give you, just in general, in makeup world, layer your products, it's just gonna look better, thin layers. On the inner corner, I'm taking, not that one, that's dirty, this brush, and I'm taking this light shade right here and brightening up the inner corner. I actually really like this shade. It's a little bit of warmth, but not too much. It's a nice champagne-y color, but it's not too yellow because I struggle with those colors. So if it's too yellow, no bueno. That is so easy. I'm taking my pinky in this bronze color and then going on the lower lash line everywhere. I'm almost like using these as a one and done kind of shadow. Taking this one, like almost like a pot shadow, maybe that's a better explanation. And I'm focusing this one maybe on the outer area, and then I'll take the black and use it as a liner. Now I'm taking this angle brush and taking the black in here and just kind of tight lining pretty much. I don't want it to be super harsh. I'm just gonna smudge the black. Let me put some mascara and I'll show you the finished look. So this is the finished look. It's super soft, easy. I think this kind of look I would wear quite often because I like these browns and this gold. Like I think these two are fantastic. They are not too yellow. They can be worn like all over the lid as a one and done. Even this one, like I was mentioning before, the second one in the black, absolutely amazing. And you can see even with this palette, these are two completely different looks, completely even different undertones. This is a very gray, almost green undertone, and then this has a little bit of warmth. So yeah, guys, these are the looks that I created with these two palettes. I'm going to talk a little bit about them, and let's start with this one. I'm surprised that I like this as much as I did, and I think it's all because of this color right here. Do we have this in her other shadows? Probably, but I just really like this color. I thought it was just deep and smoky, but not too much. That kind of sold the palette for me. And this bronze right here, love this one so much. The peachy one is really pretty. I think it's there, it's pretty, but I wouldn't say that that excites me the most out of this palette. The matte, incredible. It blends in so well. Just both of these mattes. absolutely phenomenal. She needs to change her matte formula to this formula because it is wonderful. So yes, I like this palette and I see myself using it mainly because of these two colors right here. And it's better than I expected, and just overall the formula of the shimmer, very beautiful, very beautiful. You get like that super intense creamy shimmery, and then the smoother ones as well. But this one by far is my favorite out of both of these. I think the color story speaks to me. I like that I can do really intense looks. You know, this color right here, I think it's a little bit maybe a little too intense. I feel like this could look really pretty just by itself as well. Just like fade it out a little bit, and kind of blend it out, because it's almost too opaque. So like you really will get a super intense look. Now, I mean, I like that, but like you could really like, you know, that's the leftover. Like you can really take some off and then go all over the lid, and you have a little bit of a softer color. But to me, it's a fantastic color. It does have a bit of a green undertone. It's like definitely a silver, but I don't know if you can tell that there's a slight like oliveness to it. So just expect that. And once you put it with black or this one, it just picks up on that tone even more. This color right here is so good. That all over the lid, just this, and under, smoke it out under, super stunning. I was impressed with this light one as well. It looked a little bit more yellow in pan than when I applied it. When I apply it, I think it looks really pretty, and it does a good job balancing the coolness and some of the more warmer tones. And like I said, this one, I think it just such a good palette. Every single one of these shades, it's perfect. And I thought initially I could have a different one, a different brown in here, but I like this. I like the just depth of this one, and I like that it's like a khaki, like almost like a slightly green undertone, like I said before. And this one is a little lighter and it has more of that warmth in it. So I really like having both of these. I probably wouldn't change anything about this palette because I love it so much. And then in this one, I feel like I would change one of these. Like I feel like those two blended into each other a little bit too much, and I don't need both of these. Also, my lip does not match my eye right now. Look how much better that looks without my lip. Anyway, but yeah, I feel like I could have gotten something more. I wish this one, this peachy one, was just, I don't know, maybe more shimmery or more textury or something a little bit more. It's pretty, but I wish there was something different about that one. Well, this is quite a bit longer, a few hours later, because I got distracted. I went and got my baby, and then I never came back to finish the video. So these are my final thoughts on the palettes. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you like it, if you don't like it, leave your comments down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.